What's going on, everybody? Welcome to
Bokeh Bros.
This is Jaden
And Mark, and in this series, which we're going to call Ghetto Photo Gear, we'll be looking at some of the most affordable options for photography gear in every category.
Let's start with wide-angle lenses today. If you are a broke college student like me, the affordability of a lens usually takes priority over professional-grade image quality, sharpness, and vignetting.
But how do these dirt cheap manual lenses perform in real life?
Today we'll be comparing two different wide-angle lenses for Micro Four Thirds. One of them is the 7artisans photoelectric 7.5mm f2.8 fisheye lens. This one is also available in other mirrorless mounts. The other one is the SLR Magic 8mm f4 lens. This one is designed exclusively for Micro Four Thirds. These two items are similarly priced. Ignore that $200 off. That thing is perpetually on sale. Personally, I like them, although I don't really use them that much. Now I really think about it, I haven't uploaded a single photo to my Instagram taken with these lenses. Maybe I don't like them that much after all.
Well, that's irrelevant. Assuming you want a lens like this, which one's the best for you? Let's find out. First, let's start with the external overview. The SLR Magic came in this tiny box. The lens has a convex front element, and it came with this filter step-up ring, so it can fit 52mm filters. It came with a filter with no front thread, but I replaced that with a threaded UV filter. It came with a very cheap looking and feeling rubber lens cap. I think I tossed that in the garbage right away. Anyway, the accessories don't provide the most impressive package I've ever seen, but they'll do. Looking at the focus and aperture rings, the focus ring starts at 0.1 meters, moves up to 0.12 meters, 0.15, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 1 meter, and focus at infinity. If we lock that ring and move the aperture ring is only marked at f4, 8, and 16. These subdivisions could be presumed to be 5.6 and 11, but I'm not certain about that. Now let's check out the 7artisans. This lens comes in a much bigger box and is subsequently a much larger lens than the SLR Magic. It comes with a metal front cap that just kind of slips onto the lens, but the friction isn't very strong to keep it there. Nevertheless, it still stays. This one has a convex front element as well, but doesn't have a front thread at all, so you're out of luck if you want to use any filter with it. I wish this lens had a filter thread so I could use an actual lens cap, but it's okay. The 7artisans lens has an aperture ring and a focus ring as well, and both are smooth to operate. There's no locking mechanism on the focus ring, but this being a larger lens means you shouldn't bump one ring as often while turning the other. The closest this lens can be focused is 0.12 meters, also marked as 0.15 meters, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 1 meters, and infinity. The nice thing about this lens is it's also marked in feet if you use imperial, and the aperture markings are better as well on this lens. It's marked at f2.8, f4, f5.6, f8, 11, and 22. Overall, the build quality of this lens and the markings on it are just better than the other lens, which feels cheaper.
Enough said. Let's go out and actually use these lenses, see how they perform in real life before diving back to some more scientific tests.
Let's go.
Let's go. So right now we're gonna go out and take some shots with these two lenses. I've got the 7artisans f2.8 7.5mm. It's a fisheye lens on my Lumix G9, and Mark has.
And on my end, I've got the SLR Magic 8mm f4 rectilinear lens for comparison.
He has a Olympus. What was it called?
EM5 Mark III.
EM5 Mark III. Yeah. So we're just going out and take some shots now.
Cool.
So a week ago, this is actually the coldest place on Earth, I believe. It was minus 40 on Tuesday last week.
With the wind chill, it feels like minus 52 is what we were at.
Yeah, okay. But now it's back to minus 5, so we're good now. Yes. We're good now. Even though there's like snow everywhere, and it was snowing earlier today.
Your breath and skin don't instantly crystallize, so
yeah.
We can shoot.
So that's a plus. Now let's look at some more controlled studies. At f4, the SLR Magic has some pretty bad vignetting, although it quickly goes away as you stop it down. This really isn't a big issue, as you can fix it in post, although the edges do appear to be less sharp as well. The 7artisans lens, on the other hand, is designed to cover a bigger sensor. Therefore, its vignetting performance is much better. The edges are also a lot sharper. Just like most Micro Four Thirds lenses, these two lenses are the sharpest around f4. But even then, they're not the sharpest lenses available. Although these lenses are not professional grade when it comes to sharpness and vignetting, they do provide some very specific creative effects that can be fun to use in photography,
and are perhaps even better for filming things like music videos. Use them to make regular settings more interesting to look at and add a creative perspective to your human subjects. A wide-angle lens exaggerates your subject's actions wonderfully. Hopefully this video helps you make an informed purchasing decision.
Subscribe and come back for more Ghetto photo gear.
And see you out there on the streets.